What's up? It's your boy D-STÄL with another D-STÄL'S Extrapoint. This is vlog 30. 30 vlogs. 30 vlogs. Can't believe it. Started last August and now I'm at 30. This is vlog 30. And we're going to talk about the Ravens press conference of the 3 new coordinators for the Ravens. That was held last Wednesday. We're going to start like this. We're going to start with Declan Doyle. He's talking about the offense. A lot of things he was saying, I'm reading from notes I took, that he wants his offense, he was saying in the presser, not even just the presser, he also did a one-on-one interview with the Ravens lounge they have on Ravens.com with two other reporters that report for the Ravens locally, which is Cliff, and I've got the other guy's name. I forgot his name, but he was saying basically the offense. He wants it to be physical, detailed, explosive. He was stressing that a lot of how he wants our offense to be explosive, getting them big chunk yards, big explosive plays downfield, get the ball downfield, running the ball well, being physical at the point of attack. Even he said with the little guys like the receivers, be able to block and attack and get on the little guys. There was like defensive backs on the other team's defense. So that's 3 main things he said his offense he wants his offense to be physical, detailed, and explosive, and to build relationships, through the system that they're creating, off system that they're creating for the Ravens, especially for Lamar and the whole offense relationship. It's going to take collaboration. Like I said, work hands on. He wants to be hands on with the offensive players, everybody. So when he gets there, he's going to be very hands on, which I really like. And he also talked to Lamar, I think, during the interview process, for like over an hour of the vision on the offense, how do Lamar sees football, and what he was been taught about, running just about football period from previous coordinators, and his vision, and also Declan Doyle telling his vision of how he's seen football, how he was taught football, so they can see they're compatible in certain things and they can work on and build a relationship. And I think that's a great way to start as an offensive coordinator, to really work on that. And also, he said he's willing to call plays either on the field or in the booth, because he asked Lamar, and Lamar said he never had somebody call plays on the field, which is true. So he might be on the field this year. He said Declan Doyle said he's just going to see what he's comfortable with, if he's going to be on the field or in the booth. He said in the booth it's like more a calm environment to call plays. On the field is like you with the players, so you get instant feedback while you're on the field. So we'll see. Now, Anthony Weaver. Weaver is he said, you already know Anthony Weaver, man, veteran coach, great guy, personality. The players love him, especially when he was here in 2023, and even before that when he was a defensive line coach. And he was a defensive line coach really the whole time, past years where he coached BK, all them guys, developed a lot of those guys on the defensive line. We've been missing that in the last 2 years. And he was basically saying, I'm reading from my notes, he was saying basically he wants his defense, as he was said in a presser he did when he was with Miami as a defensive coordinator. He was basically saying he wants to have a violent defense, finish everything, every play, not even just every play, every press conference. I said press conference, every meeting, every plays, every practice, every rep. So he said, so it's a certain standard, especially in defense, where they so prepared and so locked in. So when it comes to big moments, probably referencing like the playoffs, we don't have to rise to the occasion. We already there. We know how to play in the big moments where we have to rise to the occasion. We have to bring ourselves up. We already there, and they prepared and ready. So that's a thing I really like what Anthony Weaver said. And like I said, finish everything, stay locked in, a violent defense. And he was saying how he also in his because he also did a one-on-one interview and in the presser, like how he wants the defense is it's not just about running the defense, but how to run the defense and how the defense is played. So that's a big plus because a lot of the last 2 years is about really how Zach Orr, he basically was saying last year and the year before, like whoever can't play in his defense, they just going to be benched. This is going to be different. It's going to be Anthony Weaver is really going to bring the best out of everybody and make sure the defense, even though Jesse Minter is going to call the defensive plays, so both of them is going to be working as collaboration together and pick each other's mind for defenses and ideas in their whole staff. So, but he was basically saying to build the defense around their players and really get them to play to their full potential and what they're comfortable and simplifying things to make sure they play the best they can throughout the season. So I really like that. And a quote that I love that he said, this was in the one-on-one interview, and I think he said it in the press conference too. He wants our defense to play 60 minutes of hell, which I love. I love that he said that, like 60 minutes of hell. And we haven't been playing that in the last 2 years, since 2023 when Mike McDonald was here. But that's what this defense need to play, like 60 minutes of hell. Like it's 13 players on the field. It's 11, but 13 just everywhere. And he said that in the presser too. So I love Anthony Weaver, how he's. I think that's one of the best hires. And trust me, we get a ring, he gonna get a head coaching job. So, hey man, can't wait. And then last coordinator, I'm really happy for co-cap Anthony Levine, our special teams coach, our new special teams coach. He talked highly of everybody like Ozzie Newsome, Steve Bisciotti, and EDC and them for hiring him and bring them in. Well, really, just from the beginning, really Ozzy and Steve and John probably bring them in as a defensive back, but him being the main player as a special teams player when back then when he first was drafted or whatever. But then he just talked highly about Jesse Minter when Jesse was here as an assistant, how he was working with the special teams guys and how much he was such a great coach for them and how Jesse Minter held them accountable and just really pay attention to detail to really help the players and everything. I think it was more special teams and like defensive backs coach, not defensive back, but defensive backs position, how to play is, just giving them advice, just giving them a lot of great things technique wise and everything, and just really get on them, hold them accountable. He said it was freely they joked and everything, when they wanted to, but when it was time to get serious, he held everybody accountable, showed them what they need to do, and most importantly, he said, I love that he said that Jesse Minter does. He's going to tell them what they need to hear, then what they want to hear, what they need to hear. And I love that he said that. And basically, and how Jesse Minter said that how Anthony Levine is going to be the face of the special teams, which I love. Because Anthony Levine, when he was a player, he's like a crash out. He'll hit the hell out of anybody. And I know he's going to coach the special teams real hard. He's going to make sure we get the blocking right, get some lanes for LaJohntay Wester next season, and to be a great kickoff team and kicking field goals, pressure moments, punting, all that. He's going to make sure we be a great special teams next year. And I really like what he was saying, and I can't wait because he's going to really push them guys to be very great on special teams because we've been missing that too. And also how he was saying like my man that was I think he was a undrafted rookie. I don't know if he's undrafted or he was drafted, but Jackson flew down to the press conference with the coordinators before Anthony Levine. He flew down. He was one probably the best guy on the special teams last year to to get the ball carrier and tackle, and he was causing fumbles. So he came down, and he was coached by Anthony Levine last year because like Anthony Levine was here as an assistant last year, but he said he came down, visit him, support him. That was great to hear, man, and I'm so happy for Coach Cap for Anthony Levine. Salute to him, man. He deserves it. And overall, man, Jesse Minter spoke and he said how he he built this coaching staff, especially the coordinators, off of relationships and collaborative ways to bring the best out of players, working with the players, get to know the players, have a relationship with the players, build a relationship with the players, value the players, and value each other as one, basically. And coaches that can explain into detail to players what they need to do, why they gotta do it, you know. And that's what we've been missing too. It's not just one man CEO army of the last coach demanding certain things in his way or another. No, it's about working with the players, having a collaborative, like I said, relationship with the players. And what I really love, which I'm probably going to title this video, the new age way to play like a Raven. And I really love hearing that because this is officially the new age to play like a Raven. With these new coaches and new head coach, we really about to see a whole new change of what play like a Raven means in a whole new way. And I can't wait. And that was pretty much it from the presser. And I love everything about it, from each coach. And this is vlog 30, D-Styles Extra Point press conference, reviewing over the press conference of the new coordinators for the Ravens. And next is the combine, and the free agency is coming. So hopefully Lamar get that extension. Hopefully we get Linderbaum back. I don't think likely is going to come back. So unfortunately he probably won't. But hey, we'll see. You never know. You never know. The cap is going up. Hopefully they'll have Lamar's new contract renewed contract, get Linderbaum in. We'll see what happens. Other than that, this is vlog 30, D-Styles Extra Point. Peace.